Okay, so I'm doing this. Boo, 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 Yay! Thank you very much. Now, why did you guys do that? Did I tell you to?
You expected it of us.
Yes.
I did expect it of you. I hope, but more than that, I expected it of you. And it was a universal language, right? It's part of the pentatonic scale, and I certainly didn't come up with that. But Sean, what's his name? It's escaping me.
Bobby McFerrin.
Bobby McFerrin does a thing at the World Science Fair. You will be absolutely amazed. And it's all about expectation. And I've said this many times in our meetings. We may not always get what we want. Certainly, most of the time, we won't get what we want. But I guarantee you, we'll always get what we expect. So what is it that you expect from your business? What do you expect from Scentsy? What do you expect from your personal life? What is it that you expect? Because as long as you're expecting it, and that's your personal expectation or your professional expectation, I guarantee you that's something that you're going to get. When I first started with Scentsy and was introduced to Orville, I'm sure most of you know the story. Orville had gone to a home and garden show, met Karen Collette right across from him, loved the product, brought some testers home. On his way home, called my husband Sean. Both of them are very much entrepreneurs, and asked for his opinion on it and asked him what he thought. Sean said, "We're so in. And before you do anything, I'd like for you to meet my wife, Dini. She's been in direct sales for a while. She might be able to help you out." So we met and we started to talk, and we had an expectation. And that expectation was that we were going to have a business that, and now keep in mind, I knew something about the direct sales business. Orville knew very little about Party Plan. He's been in sales forever. You know, he can sell anything, but Party Plan was one of the things that I brought to the table. And I'm so glad that he had an open mind, because he talked very seriously about going retail. So we went Party Plan. And while a lot of you know that there were a lot of us early on that packed our own shipments, you know, answered the phone and pretended like we were some big official. Scentsy, how can I help you? You know, we're writing everything down because we have no software, no nothing to go by. It was our expectation that there was a starting point, but there was going to be a much bigger place that we were headed. And so I think that was key for us. You know, there were planning sessions at his kitchen table, you know, with Heidi and Sean, and in our pajamas, just like, okay, well, let's do this. Can you imagine if we did this? You know, what do you think about this? And just some of those things have actually come to fruition, and some of them never came to the surface again. The consultant handbook, I'm honored to say that I did the first draft of that consultant handbook. The ranks, the names of the ranks, I did that as well. And the incentives and rewards program that we have, for the most part, it's pretty much still intact the way I did it. I did that as well. And I'm so happy to say that I was able to contribute some small things to get Scentsy Idaho up and rolling. And it's been an honor and a learning experience. And some lessons I'm glad I've learned. They haven't been my favorite to learn, but I'm glad I learned them. And it's just all part of that business world. I can have back over. You know, I was willing and open and free enough to do just about anything to accommodate her. That girl set up a whole different night to have her friends come over. And they were there. And the ones that didn't show, she's like, okay, I have these testers for this many more days. I don't want you to miss out. Really, I can't take too much credit for it other than saying, when you do this, this is gonna happen. This is the effect you'll get. So expect them to come over, because they're gonna be excited, it's brand new, and it'll roll. It was an $872 party with nobody showing when I was there to show them the Scentsy product. Doesn't take a lot to sell Scentsy. Really, all it takes is our love for the product, our belief in the superiority of our product, and opening our mouth and sharing it, planting the seed. I don't know about you guys, but I can, in almost 7 years of selling, I think I can count on less than one hand the people that I've actually said or asked to join my team. Because most people have recruited themselves, and I've been happy to sponsor them, and I've been happy to help them out. It's that one thing, it's that expectation. So I have, these are called, are many of you familiar with mind maps? Anybody familiar with mind maps? I accidentally, fortunately, came across this on the internet, and I made one of these for most everyone. I think it will have enough to go around. But on this hand here, it says the power of one. I'm sure you can probably see it. And there's things that branch out, okay? So you can liken it to a lot of things. So here's me, and then I have a family tree, right? But I have to start somewhere, and it's with that one seed. It's with that one conversation. And all it is sharing, and all it is being honest, and all it is letting people know what I do and how, for me, it's more of an education in keeping people safe. Why do I do Scentsy? Because I love fragrances. I love them in my hair, I love them on my body, in my car, in my home. I love fragrances. I used to burn candles. I've had a house fire. I never want to have one again. And, you know, not only was that devastating, everybody was great. Everybody was okay. My little puppy was saved. Everything turned out great. And it was still a devastating experience. So that, the BSD that comes from the combustion from burning a wicked candle, all of those things that cause health issues and that damage things. I'm an art collector, for any of you that know me. I went to school for art history. It's a passion of mine. I've got art in my home. I certainly don't want to light my own fire in my home with a wick that's combusting and setting off soot and wax to go and fall and land permanently on whatever it is it lands on. That is whatever I'm not breathing in and lining my lungs with first. So, for me, I love the product, and I want to educate people so they too can stay safe and healthy. Scentsy has taken and grasped onto what was already $1 billion industry. They added some safety and health features and have grown. It hasn't taken one person to grow this company. I think we all know that. But it starts with that one person with the expectation. It starts with sharing to that, sharing with the next person. It's that ripple effect. So planting that seed, and for any of you that garden or plant things, you put that seed in the ground, you kind of wait and you wait. But what are you doing the whole time before you see it actually pop up out of the ground? Are you watering it and nourishing it? Sometimes we're miracle growing it. We're doing stuff to help it grow along and be healthy, because we're so excited we want to see it pop up. That's no different than our teams, our business, our life. We have to nourish and nurture and bring along things that we want to see flourish. Those of us that are here, and you'll see most all the directors, not every single one of them will be wearing this checkered flag bandana around, and so you're more than welcome to stop and ask any of us any questions. You're here because you have an expectation, because you have some sort of expectation and desire to increase. And today, all of us that have worked hard to plan this are hoping to deliver just that. That you'll go away from here smarter, more educated, and glad that you were here today and spent some time with us. I'm certainly glad that you did. I want to tell you, as I close, that 1 is a very powerful number. It's more powerful than you can think, or that you can believe. I believe it's the most important number on the number scale. Now, 0 isn't really for me a number because it has nothing. 1 has something, okay? So, just like thoughts and ideas that we have in our head, a single seed has the power to feed, to save lives, and to change the world. You think of it. Was there more than one Mother Teresa? Maybe there's people like her now, but the woman had a voice, and she was itty bitty, and she was steadfast and had expectations. She wasn't boisterous, she didn't, but she did it in her way. She was one person. The power of one, it's a single starting point. So one seed, one thought, one idea, one vision, one change, one voice, one cry, one moment, one step, and one life. That's the power of one. The power of one can make a huge change. Along with that, the power of one, recognizing that we have the power to do so much as change lives, and so many of us have, by sharing a simple opportunity, sharing a simple product. That can change the lives of many. It can change the lives of others. So, sharing just about anything can. And so for so many of us, myself included, we've had the opportunity to change lives as well. I know the opportunity and being in the right place at the right time for me created a blessing that has definitely changed my life, and for the better, because I get to rub shoulders with people like you.